The need for struggle is over. Now is the time for the new person to be here, for the new way of living, which is grounded in being, grounded in expression and awareness. There was never any reason that we needed to struggle, because struggle is only a figment of the mind, is only a figment of thought. We don't need these ways anymore. You don't need these ways anymore. You just need to be grounded in being and let everything unfold on top of that. Everything on top of your being is welcome. All your pain, or your glory, or your anger, or your stress, or your worry. And when that is all allowed on top of being, on top of the freeness and the awareness, the spaciousness of this now, then everything is okay, because you know you're always supported, right? And so what we came here to do is to really be so free in the moment that we don't have to be worried, because we see that worry it's not a reality of this moment. It's not a reality of this moment. The reality of this moment is that there's an aliveness that's in you, that's in me, that is always here and should be expressed, should be felt, and should be lived. And so this is opening to the infinite reality that we all are, that is manifesting itself in this space-time game, and then expressing that here, realizing the power of our awareness. And we've got even our little friend here joining in, but the power of our awareness, and bringing that through in whatever we do, whatever job you do, whatever hobbies you have, whatever expression you are, knowing that that comes from the same place. We all come from the same place, which is infinite consciousness, source. And so you are okay exactly how you are. That is this new way of being, is realizing that we don't have to work our ass off to prove anything to ourselves or others. We don't have to try put on any sort of front or persona. We just have to see that there's an awareness that is freeing behind all of our mental noise and tension, and that it's a choice. You don't have to do that. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're not choosing that. But how you see yourself is what will appear in the world. If you go around judging others and, criticizing yourself and in a mental battle all the time, that's because it's coming from you. Others aren't doing that. You're creating that. So I know this might sound radical and this will trigger a lot of people. That's fine. But I know it's going to help a lot as well. So you're fine how you are now in your awareness. And we get there by being opening to the reality of this moment, the presence of now, which is grounded in your breath and in feeling, in the senses, always coming back to, can I feel the senses? Can I feel the inside of my body here? Am I breathing? Am I actually clear? Am I actually clear in the mind, and knowing that this is not going backwards, this is going up. So we're actually then seeing the power of thought, and we're using thought from there on. So thought is creative. Thought comes from the universal intelligence, not from the monkey mind. It's from the beyond. Thought is an amazing tool. So this is the new way of being. No more slaving away to things we don't enjoy. I'm sure we came here to literally, experience this in all its magnitude, and we're meant to transform consciousness. How can we, we're not here to just stay the same and sit around doing the same things and all of that. No, you came here to become what you've always been and remember what you are, which is the infinite. So this is really moving into reality as much as we can and not holding back. Really looking at things when we get triggered by things and we react a certain way. Why? am I reacting this way? You know, what is it that is behind this reaction? It's behind this thought. And how can I, from a conscious place, use words, use my mind, use my body to bring about this change in myself and others? And then it becomes a big play, really. And anything that seems to disrupt that is just, it's funny. It's a bit of a joke, because we're all on this path together. So, it's not spiritual woo-woo. It's consciousness. It's everything. So trust that. Trust that. Even now, can you find peace in the gaps? Can you find peace in not knowing, in just doing nothing? Or do you need to fill it with something? Some sort of entertainment or food? So, this is the new way of being, the new way of living, is knowing that there's an aliveness and a freeness that's always here, right? And whenever we feel lost, whenever we get stuck in our own creational mind, we come back to now by breathing, getting into the senses, and being still. Stillness is a huge teacher in this. If you can just actually sit and be as still as possible, you'll notice that everything quietens down. There's an energy that arises, and it's always there. Even when I end this video, even if I'm not here, it is there. It's an aliveness that is in everything and is everything. And so whenever you're interacting with someone or anything in this world, it's all made up of consciousness. It is all made up of you. Different expressions of you. So that's how we get free here. And then we start having fun, right? Then we take off the serious mask of, this is really not okay. Things are not okay. Yeah, and it's just taking a breath. And this energy, this presence, when you get in touch with it, as you are, you feel it's like you can't conceptualize it. It's not something you think about or you add to yourself. It's something that's already there. It's like you see it and you feel it come through. And then you're like, wow, okay, there's an opening that's happened. There's an opening that happens. Okay, this is how I feel at peace. This is how I feel free. All right, so look after yourself and love yourself, because I love myself. So, yeah, stay at it. You got this.